Reverend Fathers, distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure, honor and blessing to be here today in order to explore a topic which is very important for the modern parish life and action, the interaction between catechesis, digital literacy and artificial intelligence. Our era is characterized by radical developments that change not only the way in which we communicate and interact, but potentially the way we participate in the parish life. Orthodox catechesis with the use of digital means opens up new horizons. At the same time, we have the possibility to get information immediately and give access to people with disabilities. Digital literacy, the safe use of multimedia and the internet become crucial since they allow us to use these technologies in a substantial and safe manner. At the heart of these developments, artificial intelligence brings about new challenges. The church community is called upon to tackle various issues, always, of course, focusing in the soteriological nature in a digital world that keeps evolving. During the COVID-19 pandemic, digital catechesis proved that regardless of the outside conditions, pastoral care can continue seamlessly. As a case study, we can mention the parish of Agios Panteleimon in Kalamaria. During the lockdown, the meetings in Sunday schools increased from once a week with natural presence to 3 online meetings per week. There were also some contests, distant team plays, also a digital choir and orchestra, video animation, interviews and live connections. In this conference, we asked through artificial intelligence to create an image that would depict a child from a Sunday school who, because of his non-presence in the Sunday school, receives through a drone on his balcony the material sent by the catechist and the other children. This is the image that you see on your screen, and it symbolizes the innovative way in which technology, possibly in the future, will be able to support the catechesis, highlighting that love as a passion for catechesis is inventive and that technology can be a means to express this love. This image, or a similar one, can also become the incentive in order to discuss with pupils for the future of catechesis and how technology can be used. Now, focusing in the educational utilization of digital means, we can observe that in the modern era, the Orthodox Church is faced with the challenge of an ever-evolving digital landscape. Many Christian parishes and Sunday schools adopt technological means to approach the new generation, which is familiar from a young age with digital communication. If we explore the positive contribution of new technologies and AI, we focus on the following aspects: direct provision of information and awareness raising, establishment of communication and awareness raising teams, participation in distant learning in Sunday schools when somebody is ill, development of digital material, using the AI to prepare invitations, easy search of resources, development of lesson plans through AI with specific targets, steps, and assessment activities for different age groups. Pre-catechesis, development of digital material such as an image or a short text in order to prepare the next lesson. In this framework, we can also use the reverse order models meaning we send the material in order to further interact in the upcoming lesson. Post-catechesis, use of digital means in peer groups in order to create audiovisual materials on the topic discussed during the lesson. Gamification. Interactive games and tools, H5P tools, can contribute positively to the empowerment of pupils and offer experiences that would make learning more attractive. In the image up on the upper left part, you can see worksheets for the teaching of Byzantine music. Also, we can have simulations that allow us to visit historical areas, religious monuments. But Mr. Patseas will further elaborate on that. Also, development of strategies to develop empathy using multimedia, such as audiovisual material with beneficial stories or semi-structured scenarios that can be discussed in the parish, digital libraries and platforms with catechesis material in synchronous or asynchronous form. Creation of new music compositions through a simple prompt that can be used in plays, entertainment activities and summer camps. Development of materials such as 1-minute lessons to learn about the saint of the day. At the same time, we have identified some risks that could arise from the non-proper integration of new technologies, such as the following. Catechesis is mostly addressed to a specific parish or church community. The work is assigned to the relevant priest under the blessing of the bishop. If the digital means are not used in the right way, problems might arise. For example, a priest or a catechist might prioritize his self-promotion in the social media in order to get likes, losing one like from God himself. This is a serious ecclesiological risk, the so-called digital altruism, which is a deviation. So we need to strike a balance that will respect these limits and will serve the spiritual aim of catechesis. Second risk, lack of interpersonal relationship with the catechist. Although the new technologies offer convenience, they cannot replace the live presence and the emotional bond with the catechist. Risk of automated production of non-theologically correct material or even heretical material. So there is the need of an oversight by somebody in order to ensure the theological accuracy of information before publishing them. Privacy protection, personal data protection. It is necessary to abide by all rules for the protection of personal data. Unsafe use of the internet. For example, addiction, dependence, anonymous communication, and also long hours in front of digital screens that can lead to problems such as photosensitivity and computer vision syndrome. Tackling this risk, addressing these risks should be prevented through experiential and training actions. During the activity of the production of digital catechesis material, we can use the TPAC methodology. This method provides a safe and effective framework that promotes the quality development of teaching models for catechesis, combining three main elements: content, so detailed and in-depth knowledge of the material to be taught; educational knowledge, meaning methodologies and strategies for learning; and tech knowledge, meaning the ability of the teacher to use and integrate digital means in the teaching work. The combination of this knowledge constitutes the TPAC method, which is depicted in the chart that you can see on the slide. Therefore, well-planned catechesis lessons can combine the deep knowledge on the content, the application implementation of educational methods, and the integration of digital means. Also, any catechesis material generated through AI should be carefully assessed in order to make sure that it meets all these requirements. Now, let's talk about AI and accessibility. The use of aid technologies such as visual recognition of text, voice synthesis apps, use of a large font, use of the colored alphabet for those that have problems with the distinction of colors. All these make the catechesis material more accessible and prevents social exclusion. It is equally important to implement accessibility standards for the Internet, such as the Wave Accessibility Evaluation Tool. This tool allows to identify accessibility errors in web pages and digital documents. It is also necessary to add an accessibility bar to all web pages. It is worth mentioning, in terms of accessibility, is the implementation of an application that uses eBrave for the teaching of Byzantine music. So we can have music sheets that are converted in digital form for people with visual impairments and hearing impairments. This project began in a pilot mode in the University of Macedonia and opens up new horizons for people with disabilities. So, to sum up, the educational utilization and integration of AI and digital means in the parish life opens up new paths, and it seems that it can improve the teaching, making learning more accessible, more attractive, and more effective. This is particularly useful in the modern era when young people and children are familiar with technology and respond positively to dynamic and multimedia educational environments. A dedicated, fully accessible digital catechesis repository could help. It could include micro-scenarios for lessons, suggested action plans, suggested events, podcasts, videos, depending on the age group. This repository will be updated with new material and it will be assessed by an interdisciplinary committee, but it is crucial to ensure that technology remains a tool that empowers the catechetical work without replacing live communication and personal contact, because they are at the core of the Orthodox spiritual experience. The potential is huge, but this potential should be accompanied with deep understanding and preservation of the fundamental values of the Orthodox faith. The integration of these innovations should ensure the soteriological nature and enhance personal live interaction with the parish. Always respectful to our conditions and always reflecting. Let's move forward using the new technologies, but in combination with critical thinking for all members of our church community. Thank you.